Support comes from Mosby Building Arts, on a mission to create remodeling experiences worthy of 5-star online reviews. See the difference at callmosby.com.
This is St. Louis on the Air from St. Louis Public Radio. I'm Elaine Cha. The judges for NPR Music's Tiny Desk contest are still hard at work selecting this year's winner. They're combing through over 6,000 entries from across the country. And here at St. Louis Public Radio, my music-loving colleagues listened to all the entries from our listening area. Today, we're going to hear a selection of some of our favorites. And joining me in studio to do that, we have Chad Davis, a reporter here at STLPR. Welcome back, Chad.
Thanks for having me.
And we also have Miya Norfleet, a producer for this show, St. Louis on the Air. Hello.
Hello.
And a quick note, we added all of the local Tiny Desk contest entries into a playlist. Search for St. Louis Public Radio's YouTube channel and go to playlists. So let's dive in. We're going to start off by shouting out the musicians who have entered over half of the Tiny Desk contests, since its inception. Now, last year the contest was in its 11th year. And two musicians who'd clocked at least half of those were Rich Washington of Just Rich and the Homies and Jorge Valcarcel of Boxcar. I asked Rich what had been his motivation for entering the Tiny Desk contest year after year.
You're missing every shot you're not taking. We put it up there, and like even this year, I figure this year is just gonna be the same as any year. I just want to do something that gives me content to put on my page, but this year, it's been doing better than other years, which kind of scares me. But it doesn't, it's not intimidating. I was it's cool to be recognized. So some years you go unrecognized, but that never stops the flow.
Yeah. Has it raised your profile? Has this, being in every year's contest made Boxcar more visible locally?
Yeah, I think, and nationally, we did get a shout out from the big NPR for our 11th annual. They said, mentioned us in their, in the national All Songs Considered email that they do. That helped us out. And then just around town, we've connected with a lot of bands, and across the whole country, actually, we connect with other bands through the Tiny Desk community. And people comment on the videos. People are watching these videos out there. They're just reviewing them. So it's definitely felt like it's picked us up a bit.
And that was Jorge Valcarcel of Boxcar and Rich Washington of Just Rich and the Homies. We spoke last year about their repeat entries to the Tiny Desk contest year after year after year. Let's listen to Boxcar's latest entry. This band has entered the Tiny Desk contest now all 12 years. Here's their song, Super Mega Crush.
I remember dreaming, lying in bed. You were in Reno, and in my head, and I could hear the raindrops falling on my window. I wonder if you do know just how I feel. Got a super mega crush.
And that was Super Mega Crush from Boxcar. And that, again, is their 12th Tiny Desk contest entry. Miya, tell us what you like about Boxcar's latest submission.
I like Boxcar. I mean, honestly, even looking back at all 12 of the entries, just seeing the evolution of them as an act up until this point is really cool to see how year after year after year, they expand on what their sound is. They keep bringing in this little statue of a rooster into their entries, and also like you heard Jorge say, this kind of community that gets built around Tiny Desk. They're very much part of that, because even in the comment sections of the other local acts, and probably the national ones too, where I don't care about those, I'm looking at St. Louis area, they are in just about every comment section, like hyping other artists up and celebrating them. So all around, like Boxcar, I'm really, really impressed by them and proud of them, because they show off that community vibe that we are known for here in St. Louis.
A chorus of cooperation.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, the next Tiny Desk contest entry we're going to hear is from El Draco and Free Nation. They've entered the contest 7 times in the contest's 12-year run. This is Lost in the Rhythm.
1 o'clock in the morning, where the hell is my phone? Trying to see what you own. I left a message at the ringtone. Why you playing pretend? Say you wanted to end, telling all of your friends, then you call me again. When I try to block you out, maybe my heart is wrong. There ain't no doubt you got me dancing around. I can't get away. I'm in a trance right now. What do you say? Baby, I've been lost in the rhythm, and so I won't say. Lost in the rhythm, lost in the sound, lost in the motion. Can't be found. At the bottom of the top one, let the beat of a drop down. Shame a good when it's a flop go. Take a rest, stop. Stuck in the same old place, I'm wasting my life away. Party all night and day, hoping you look my way. Oh, you got me dancing around. I can't get away.
And that was El Draco and Free Nation with Lost in the Rhythm, the band's 7th Tiny Desk contest entry. Chad, what are your thoughts here?
Yeah, El Draco is just one of those performers who is always just has like an elaborate stage presence, and that always gets me, whether it's if you see him and the band perform live or whether it's on like one of these Tiny Desk performances. And it's funny, each year, I even think like around COVID, like they always just have like such a strong band backing him, and I love it. Yeah.
You can hear the energy, like what they're doing on stage.
The energy blew my wig off. It is in the streets.
So the first 3 performers that we've talked about have all been from St. Louis. The next comes from Joshua Showtime Williams. He's from O'Fallon, Illinois. This is his entry, Slow Jam.
You say you've been longing for a time, a special touch that would make you feel like you're falling in love. Baby, hold on to me, and I can be that special kind. When it's dark in your heart, I'll be your midnight star. My love will hold you tight. I'll love you like a slow jam. Show you I'm a real one. Love that makes you feel something. Like a slow jam. We can get the candles burning, rose petals and chocolate for you. Like a slow jam. You can give your love to me. When it's dark in your heart, I'll be your midnight star. Yeah, come on. I know you're tired of the lonely night.
Now there's Joshua Showtime Williams with Slow Jam. This put me in high school and college in the 90s. Moving on to the next song is Bloom with Body of Woman.
I don't mind if you want to try me. Take your time, I'll be alright. Please feel free to test my limits, baby. You can try, I won't fight. Because my body
And that is Bloom with Body of Woman. Chan?
Yeah. Well, really quickly, Maya was just singing. I wish people listening could have seen her, but she was just like mouthing it and really getting into
All
this.
of these songs are stuck in my head.
So I really like this song. I think you and you just mentioned how it sounds like European, and she sounds a lot like FKA Twigs. There's like some similarities.
Yes.
She's a British singer, and some of like the songwriting sounds like something that FKA Twigs would like actually sing. And then like sometimes when Bloom gets into like this very like low register, I was like, oh, that reminds when FKA Twigs will get into sometimes this low register. Really like this song. Yeah.
Now, the next song we'll hear was a favorite among many STLPR staff members. Let's hear from our newscast editor, Jonathan All, about When You Say by J. Marie Is Holy.
I really liked When You Say by J. Marie Is Holy because there's a really subtle groove going on. This groove is very, very present, and I thought that was really cool, especially because the lyrics of the song and the overall message is about being present and showing up. So I really like that kind of subtle groove, moving along, being present, showing up. I thought the aesthetic of what they were doing musically went really well with the lyrics and with the message of the song, and definitely an artist I want to hear more from.
And this is When You Say by J. Marie Is Holy.
When you say you're down, I want to know you'll be around. And when you say you're down, how can I believe you? And when you say I care, wanna know you'll be there. You say you got my back. You say you got my front. You say you got my side. But then you run and hide. I wanna know that you'll be there when the going gets tough. I wanna know. I got to know, yeah. I said I really need to know. When you say you're down, I want to know. Really be around when you say.
That was When You Say by J. Marie Is Holy. This is a St. Louis entry. Our next entry comes from Caseyville, Illinois. This is Ain't No One Got a Good Thing. This is by Al Holiday and the East Side Rhythm Band.
In my life, I've seen some changes. The same kind that have found you. But I don't feel one day that the world's trying to run me through. When ain't no one got a good thing like we do. Every day I just see people doing everything they can, making a way out of no way. Lord knows it's true, but ain't no one got a good thing like we do. For all I know, for all I see, know my heart and what I really feel. I know for sure, ain't got no doubt. Give me your all, we'll be turning it around.
And that is Al Holiday and the East Side Rhythm Band with Ain't No One Got a Good Thing. I just love how many instruments we are hearing in that. Such a rich and full sound. And it sounds both new but familiar.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the next song is one that's a St. Louis artist and group. This is Season the Day by Pomia.
Lightbulbs that turn from fireflies, I melt beneath your touch, and periwinkle skies. But all these sparkling trees
And that is Season the Day from Miya.
This probably, when you listen, we only had to listen to about 50 entries. And when you think about the judges listening to 6,000 and more entries, this one made my list of my favorites because of how it literally stopped me, because their cadence is so different and unique. And there's a lot of layers in this one too. When you watch the video, you see backup singers, you see horns, you see drums, you see guitar. I just love how different it is.
Yeah.
And the vibe. It's groovy as heck.
Well, on that note, we're going to take a very quick break, but we'll be back shortly to hear more of STLPR's favorite local Tiny Desk contest entries. This is St. Louis on the Air on St. Louis Public Radio.
Support comes from Gemma, architects, planners, and designers seeking to bring joy to their clients and communities. Details at gemastl.com.
Welcome back. I'm Elaine Cha. Let's return to our conversation with STLPR reporter Chad Davis and St. Louis on the Air producer Miya Norfleet. We're talking about some of our and our colleagues' favorite Tiny Desk contest entries this year from artists who called the St. Louis area home. Let's get back to those songs. Here is Katie Hubbard with Take the Stairs.
Doesn't it feel like there is always something? Guess I get bored if I were doing nothing. But every day feels like a constant climb. The story goes that good things take their time. Take their time. So I'll take the stairs, 'cause life isn't an elevator. It isn't fair, the distance between now and later. Because I care, I'll be a giver, not a taker. I'm almost there. I'll take the stairs. I'll take the stairs. It's such a rush, the madness is unending. The bad guys win, our government's defending. And ivory towers, they devour signs of life. But we won't go quiet in the night. In the night. So I'll take the stairs, 'cause life isn't an elevator. It isn't fair, the distance between now and later. Because I care, I'll be a giver, not a taker. I'm almost there, and I'll take the stairs.
And that is Katie Hubbard with Take the Stairs.
Yeah, a lawyer, actually. She's also a lawyer, which is also pretty crazy because in the Tiny Desk submission, it's her and the guitarist, and they're wearing like suits or wearing power suits for power music. I like this. I mean, it's a good message, I feel like, behind the song about, just how sometimes, it takes a long time to achieve certain goals and things of that nature. She sounds good. I love that they're wearing the suits in the video. Yes. Just a good vibe. I really like this. Yeah.
Now, the next entry caught the ear of STLPR announcer and host Nick Acquisto. Let's hear what he has to say about Home by Aloha Michaud.
I was really impressed by Aloha Michaud's song Home. That was definitely a standout. Her voice is just explosive and strong. The band is really tight. And then she also has amazing stage presence. I wasn't aware that she was actually a contestant on American Idol until I looked up her name, but she clearly has the whole live performance thing down.
And this is Home by Aloha Michaud.
The beat in my heart goes on and on. I dance till I'm dead, 'cause it never goes off. The light turns red and I floor the car. These people looking like they never seen a star. But when I get home, I know it's gonna be better than the last time.
and take you for a fast ride. When I'm at home, don't bother me. I'm in my comfort zone, and bitch, I'm trying to sleep. When I'm at home, don't bother me. I'm in my comfort zone, and bitch, I'm trying to sleep. Time's running down and it never stops. I'm running all around trying to reach the top. There's people everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Better do what you love, and it's called self-care. 'Cause when I get home, I know it's gonna be better than the last time. There's nothing like going home when the world is getting on your backside. It's so
And that is Aloha Michaud with Home.
Every song on our list has a message, right? And I love all the messages that it's giving. Home speaks directly to my heart and my spirit and my soul. I love being at home. This is a homebody anthem. Other than like going to see live music, my second favorite place is literally my bed. So when she says I'm in my comfort zone, don't bother me, I'm trying to sleep, message, please hear it.
And also, Chad, you heard something as well, right?
Yeah, the guitar riff part of it is like sounds similar to 1,000 Miles.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny because the song's about home. So I don't know if it was
Yes.
intentional or if that was part of the inspiration.
And it wasn't until you said it where I was like, oh my God, the dun-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so awesome. I love this.
And that na-na-na-na-na from Aloha Michaud's Home. The next song comes from Les Pesky Bells, or Les Pesky Bells. This is Maybe Tomorrow.
Gonna get myself together. I'm gonna turn my life around. I'm gonna buy me a suit and some fancy shoes. I'm gonna leave this dusty town. I'm gonna walk 5 miles a day with a pack of rescue dogs. I'm gonna read to the blind and learn a sign for the deaf at City Hall. Maybe next month, maybe next week, maybe next year, maybe tomorrow, maybe next month, maybe next week, starting on Monday, maybe tomorrow.
And that was Maybe Tomorrow by Les Pesky Bells.
If home is the homebody anthem, this is the procrastinator anthem. And again, unfortunately though, I do relate to this one as well. And I just like the groove, it's really cute, and I enjoyed watching this.
Coming down to the second to last pick, this is Blue Herring with Boxes.
Over 3 years ago, I left my apartment, but I still have boxes I've left untouched in my basement. Don't want to unpack them, but
And that's Boxes by Blue Herring. Chad.
I really like the kind of the airiness of her voice and kind of like this almost like, I don't know, subtle jazz quality too. There's like artists like Clairo or like Biba Doofy who kind of like sound like that right now that are pretty popular and pretty big. And it's just like, I don't know, the voice is just, I don't know, just... I like how light it is, and I mean that in like a very, very positive way. Also, the house was great.
Yeah.
The house is amazing.
Now, our final pick for today from the Tiny Desk contest entries this year is Feed the Masses with Nobody Knows.
Why don't you fall back to the start? No need to break your little heart. Let it direct you where to go. 'Cause don't you know, yeah, once you told nobody knows. Nobody knows. Why don't you fall back to their arms? No need to break your little heart or breathe in the air. Please take care, 'cause once you
And that is Feed the Masses with Nobody Knows. And this happened to be my favorite of the ones that I heard. So this body knows, and it fed my mass. Chad Davis and Miya Norfleet, thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thank you.
This episode was produced by Miya Norfleet. Production assistance from Lila Halil-Bashich.
Audio engineering and podcast design by Aaron Dorr.
Our executive producer is Alex Hoyer.
St. Louis on the Air is a production of St. Louis Public Radio. Understanding starts here.
Audio engineering and podcast
Do
design
you
by
find
Aaron
yourself
Dorr.
regularly listening to episodes of St. Louis on the Air? Suggest us to a friend you think might enjoy our conversations, and leave us a review and rating on Apple Podcasts on the App Store. It's the simplest way to help people discover our show. Thank you.
St. Louis Public Radio is a member-supported service of the University of Missouri St. Louis.
The Gateway brings you the day's news each weekday from around the St. Louis region and the state capitals in Jefferson City.
Our schools are accredited. We don't need this bill.
And Springfield.
How many more years must pass before lawmakers see time is of the essence?
I'm Abby Larico. Join me each weekday for The Gateway on the STLPR app or wherever you get podcasts.